So we will zoom it. It's 300 by 450. So what we will do, we will create a rectangle of 350 by 450. Okay. So creating a column. So what we will do, we will go to the, we will select the column layer here, and let's go to the line and click, and make sure the F8 is open, that is orthogonal, and please write 300. Okay, 300 by 450. Okay, so 1 minute. 300 by 450. It's 300 and it's 450. Okay, so we have prepared the column of 300 by 450, and we will fill it by the hatch. Okay, so we fill it by the hatch, and let's go to the, okay, this one is correct. Or what you can do, you can select this, copy and paste here, and you can match the hedge. So you can match the hedge here. Okay, I don't know what happened here. Okay, so you can fill it by the hedge, and you can match the hedge. Mhm. Okay, no problem. So what we will do, we will place the column at every location. So let's place here. Okay, and let's place here again, here also. Okay, let's place here, let's place here, here, here. So we have placed the column at every location, you can see, and there are, the rectangular column are here. So what you can do, we will check the what is the diameter of the circle. Okay, and it's 300. So let's place a 300. So I think it is a radius. It will ask for the radius. So radius is 150. Okay, and we will fill it hedge, and it's a solid edge. Okay, here, 1 minute. Delete it and move it. So we will fill the hatch, and we will place it at this location. Okay. We will move it and let's take it, midpoint, and we will at the midpoint, and we will match the midpoint. What is the midpoint? Okay, so again same, this hatch and this circle. We will select these two and we will copy this CO space, okay, from midpoint to midpoint. Okay, so now we will place the beam locations. Okay, we will make the framing, that is a column beam framing, and its moment resting frame we will develop here. So So we will take a beam size of 230 by 450 first, okay? And then we will check in the ETAB whether it is failing or not. So if it is failing, we will increase the beam sizes, beam depth, or or I have one Excel in which you can design the beams and column sizes before creating the framing. So I will give you the access to these Excels also. But today I'm only concentrating on how to develop the framing in the center line for the ETAB. Okay. So today we will learn about only about the ETAB, only about the AutoCAD. So here, so we will like draw a line and simply select the line, and we will copy this line, CO space, and we will pick a point and we will write for it's 230, okay, and it's 230 width is there. So what we will do now, we will select the line and we will copy this and we will place a point and we will place here. 1 minute. We will copy the line and we will pick a point and we will place here at this location. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, let me attend the call. Okay, so we will place here. Copy this and we will place at this location. Okay, and let's extend this. So what you can do, you can use the EX to extend the line. Okay, EX space to extend the line. I don't know why it is. Okay, so what you can do, you can like this. Okay, you can extend the line. Okay, so now what we will do, we will pick these two beam lines. Okay, so select these two green lines. Okay, and select the appropriate layer here. Layer, it is a beam layer. Okay, so select the appropriate beam layer. Now we will select the beam layers and we will copy these layers at every grid. Okay, so let's copy it from here and let's place here at this location. Okay, and again at this location, and again at this location. Okay, and so you can select the one layer, that is column layer and column hatch, and you can select the beam line. So what you have done, you have selected three layer. So if I will select, go to the select similar, it will select all the layer, and we will move it from here to here. So you can see, so now you can uh, get the better idea what is going on. Okay, so what we will do, we will extend the line now. 1 minute. Okay, like this. So we have created the horizontal beam. Now what we will do, we will create the vertical beam. So what we can do, we can rotate the beam and we can place the beam like this. So what you can do, you can select the appropriate layer, that is beam layer, okay, and we'll move it. We will copy this from at this location, in this location to this location, okay, this location, I think this location, this location, this location, this location, okay, and this location, this location here, okay, and like so here you can see this is so these wall is red lines, okay, it's of the red line. So what we will do, let's change the color of the beam layer, okay. So let's select the color blue, okay, and now we will select and we will move it, okay, from here to here. So what we will do, we will trim this line tr space, these two layers, and we will delete this layer, okay. And I think it's, I think okay here. So what we will do, we will trim the line like this, and we will delete these two layers, okay. I think it's perfect, okay. So here we will add one beam. So what we will do, we will simply select these two lines and we will move it. We will copy this line from this location to this location, okay. And we will trim the lines, okay, and we will delete this. And we will extend these lines, okay, and we will extend these lines. Now again, what we will do, we will simply select the line, beam, column, and edge, and go. We will select similar, and we will move it from this location to this location, okay. So we will now extend the line, okay, and we will trim this from here. Okay, and so let's extend this line also. Okay, line here and copy the line like this 230. Okay, I think so the line, let's take the line. Okay, and select the line and copy the line. Let's take it 230. Okay, you can trim the line. You can trim the line at this location and delete this. Okay, and you can simply copy the line from this location to this location. Okay, and you can trim the line from here. Control Z. Simply select the line like this. Okay, and you can copy the line like this. Okay, you can trim this from here and you can extend the line. Okay, and you can trim the line from here. Okay, and I think it should be like line should be like this, and you can copy the line to a view. Okay, and you can trim the line here and you can delete this. You can trim this. So you can trim the line like this from here. Okay, and from here also. Okay, so you can copy the line. You can extend the lines. Okay, so let's go to the actual framing here. So let's select the actual framing. So select this and select this one also, and select similar and copy this and paste here. So it's similar to the actual frame. You can see it's almost similar. Okay, it's almost similar. So let's copy again. Sorry, not let's move it again. We will overlap again and we will see. We will compare the structural plan and the architectural plan. Okay. So here everything is okay or not? Okay. So okay. So we will extend these beams here. So let's extend this from here to here, or you can extend like ex space line and this one. Okay, this one should be like this. Okay, we will like ex space line and should be line also again. Okay, so everything is perfect at this location. You can see. So here we have to add the cantilever beam. So we will extend the lines. Okay, it's not. So what you will do will select it and drag it. Okay, and we will select it and drag it. Here also we will select it and drag it. So everything should be as per the architectural drawing. So here there is a cantilever slab is there. So what we will do, we will simply uh, like what you can do, you can go to the layer property and you can add a new layer. Name is outline. Okay. So we'll take the outline of the cantilever slab and you can select it as I think yellow and okay, and cross and go to the and select the outline and go to the line and you can simply select these lines. Okay, so you can see the outlines are same. So you can select these lines and you can copy these lines. Okay, so what you can do now, you can drag these lines also. So let's drag this from here to here and here to here. Okay, and it should be like you should extend this and now you should extend this and trim this. Okay, I think this is perfect. So now what you can do, you can simply select the line and you can copy this from here to here. Okay, and here to here also. So I don't think so here, Control Z. Okay, Okay, let's copy this. Let's select the lines and copy this from here to here. Okay, and select the line and copy this here to here. Okay, it's perfect. These are two walls, I think. So these are wall only. This, these are walls. We don't want wall. We don't want these walls, I think. I don't know. These walls are just for architectural purpose. Okay, so we won't include in this in the structural design. We won't include this in the structural design. Okay. Or what we can do, we can include this in the structural design. Okay. So let's take it again. Mm, So what we will do, we will take a slab and we will construct these walls on the slab. Okay. So here there will be two slabs. Or what we can do, we can like construct two beams here also. Okay. You can copy this from here to here. Okay, this is the old one, so we will delete this. And I think this is the new one. Okay. So terrace here. This one is a terrace here. Terrace. Okay, so we'll select the beam line, column line, hatch, and outline, and we will go to select similar, and we will move this from here to here. Okay, so we got everything. So here we will simply select the line, each line here you can see. So what you can do, you can match the layer also. Okay, so you don't need to worry. So like go to the line and you can match the edge or match the line. Okay, so you can delete the line with these lines. You can delete it or you can trim it here and delete this. So you can delete the line and you can trim it. So you can trim here. Okay, and you can trim here also, and this one also. Okay, and what we will do, we'll select the lines. Select the lines here. Okay, and we will select the line here like this. We'll select the lines here like this. Select the lines here like this. We'll match the layer. So here you can see there is a intersection of the lines on the column. So you have to remove every line. Okay. So at the each column you have to remove the line. So you have to check every column. Okay. So let's I think let's place the column at the middle. Okay. 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 So now we will do the numbering of the column and beam. Okay. So what you can do, you can select the text T, M text. Okay. So this is the first corner, and you can write C1 here. Okay, and select it. Where is the M text? where it went. Okay, so what you can do, you can copy this one from here. So every column size is same. Okay, so the number of the every column is C1. So you can copy it at every place. Okay, okay, and okay, okay, and you can copy this at this location, at this location. Copy this at this location, at this location, this location, at this location, this location, at 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 this location. Okay, and here it should be C1 and C1. Okay, so we have to trim the lines again here. Okay, and I think these are the circular columns. So what we will do, we will simply copy the line, copy the text, M text here and here, and you can change it. You can double click and you can change the name C2 and C2. Okay, and now we will name the beam size. Okay, so we will copy what we will do. We will copy this and paste here. Okay, and let's take it 400 here. Let's take it 400. Okay, and so what you can do with the scale command, you can change the size of the text. Okay, you can move it like this. Okay, and you can paste it everywhere. So what you can do, like if you want to work as a like in block, so block is a dynamic one. So you have to make the block first. So with to make the block, press B space and name it as a beam size. Okay, and okay, select the object. So we have to select the object, space and beam size and okay. So what? So we will copy at every location. Okay, 1 minute. Should be even. Okay. And same for the vertical one. So for the vertical one, we have to rotate the text. So we'll copy the text first here and we will rotate it. You can copy this at this location, at this location. Okay, this one at this location, at this location, this location, at this location here, at this location here, at this location here, and at this location here, and at this location here. Okay, and at this location here. Okay, so we have to do it again, which is fine. You know, no need to, worry about that. Okay, you don't need to hurry every time. Like you have to be very patient when you are working on AutoCAD because things take time. Okay, so the working in block, it's working in block is very easy. So suppose if I want to increase the depth of the beam, so what I will do, I will open the block. Okay, and simply I will change the, so you have to double click and 450. Okay, and if you close the block, save the changes. Now you can see at every location the beam size is 230 by 450. So this is the main advantage in working in blocks. So you can work in blocks to do your like you can automate everything. Okay, so you can use this command to automate your work. Okay, so let's place here and at this location also, at this location also, and you can copy this at this location to this location. Okay, so now we will assign the slab sizes. So to assign the slab sizes, what you can do, you can simply go to the circle. Okay, and let's prepare a circle here, and you can move it at the mid one. Okay, and what you can do, you can mm, okay, you can copy this, you can paste here. Let's name it as S1. Okay, and we will move it at the center. Okay, and let's take a size. I think copy paste. So size is 125 mm. Okay, let's. So with the scale command, you can resize it. Okay, or you can, what you can do, you can scale command, resize it. Okay, and simply you can copy this at every place. Okay, Okay, and here you can see this is a staircase slab. So, so for the staircase slab, always take 150. Okay, so this is the framing. So we have completed the framing. Now we will prepare the center line. So to prepare the center line, so what we will do, we will take the midpoint of every beam or column. Okay. So to take the midpoint, you have to go to the line command, press Control and right click, and midpoint between 2 points. So you can select the two midpoint, and you will have the midpoint of beam like this. Okay. And what we will do, we will go to the layer property and we will create a new layer, name is center line, and let's make it I think white. No, let's take it this one, cross it and select this and select the center line. Okay, so now what you can do, you can copy this center line at every location. Okay, at every location. Or what you can do, I think 1 minute, I have another idea. Let's cross this. So there is a command name is XL space H space. So you can see this is a whole line. You will get the big line. So in which what you can do, you can select the two midpoint, and it will place it automatically at the. And now what you can do, you can select the line, you can copy it at every location. Isn't it a good idea? Or what you can do, you can trim it like this, and you can trim it like this. Okay, and you can delete it from here to here. Okay, and now again with the for the vertical one, go to the, let's type XL space V space, and you will get the vertical line. Okay, and again control and two midpoint, and select the two midpoint. And again you can select this, you can copy this, you can select this, you can copy this at every location. Not every location, you can copy this. Okay, I think there will be some problem. You can place here, in here also. Okay, and you have to copy this at this location also. You can trim this. Okay, and you can trim this line from at this location. You can trim from here to here. Okay, and like this, and this one, and this one, and this one here. Okay, and this one here. I think this one here and here. Okay, and this one here and here. Mm, this one at this location. This one at this location. So you have to trim line like this here at this location, and you have to trim this line at this location. Okay, so we have placed at every location. You can see at this location we have to trim this. Okay, at this location we have to trim this. Okay, so now what we will do, we will select the center line by layer. Okay, by layer. Okay, one minute. We will select the center line and we will select the select similar. Okay, and we will move it. So it is outline. It should not be outline, I think. Okay, 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 okay. I think it should be center line. It should be center line, center line, center line. I think we have prepared the center line. I don't know where it went. Okay, so center line. Okay, and let's select this one and okay, and cross this. Now we have to select the center line. Okay, then we will match the line center at every location. Okay, okay, that's great, I think. Okay, so what you can do, you can delete this small portions. You can delete the small portions. Let's in these are the small portion you can delete from here. Okay, like this from here also. So now what we will do, okay, so you have to match it this one also. So now we will select the center line layer and we will go to the select similar. You can see every center line is selected and we will move it from this location to this location here and we will delete this one. So you have to trim it from the corner. So trim this from the corner, okay, like this, and you can select from here to here like this. No, 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 no. Okay. You can select from here to here. You have to trim it. You can trim it. Okay, you can trim it. You can trim it. You can trim it. Trim, trim. Okay, so now we have prepared the center line. So that's how you can prepare the center line. Okay, and you can move things in the AutoCAD. Okay, so this is the framing. So what we can do, we can write the some notes like this at the bottom of the framing. Here we can mention what floor it is, what should be the slab thickness, what should be the beam thickness, if it is unless noted otherwise. So you can see the all the beams are noted and slabs are noted. So we won't add these notes at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so we have to again check the center line. Okay, 1 minute. I think there'll be a mistake. Okay, everything is perfect. Okay, you can see these. We want these beams also, the cantilever beam. So we will extend the line. Okay, so we will extend the line like this. Okay, now it's perfect. So we have prepared the center line, we have prepared the framing, okay. We can also mention the column sizes, what are the column sizes we are using. Okay, you can move it from here to here. So I will send you the this drawing, don't worry. Okay, you can have access to the everything. So here the column size is, I think it is C1 is 300 by 450. Okay, and there is no C5, there is no C3, there is only C2, and it is, I think, dia is 300. Okay, and we will delete this. So we will trim the table content. Okay, so these are the column sizes we have taken, and I think it's pretty. It's it's looking good. It's looking good. I don't know why it is like this. Okay, copy it. We'll copy this location to this location. Okay, you can trim this, extend. Okay, so if anyone have a questions, they can ask me right now, or you will I will send you the like recording also. You can go to the recording again and again, and you can try to make it by yourself. And if you have any question right now, you can ask me, and you can write yes, you can write Q in the chat box to ask the question.
Hello.
Hello, hi Anupama.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, good
Uh,
evening.
Sir, what about the orientation and placement of the columns?
Okay,
How to
orientation.
decide that?
Okay, So the orientation, it always, it should be, it can be a vertical orientation. Okay, like if, so here, we can't provide a horizontal.
Suppose if suppose if the architectural plan doesn't have the column placement, then how to decide the what is the correct procedure to decide the column placement and column orientation?
So, always place the column vertically. It is the correct way to place the column. The what you can see in the framing. So all the columns are placed vertically here. So and there is a way that in which if we can't provide a column vertically, so we have to place horizontally. Here you can see, if we will provide the column horizontally, that will affect our steps. Okay, there is a the conflict between the architectural drawing and the structural drawing. So here you have to provide vertically. Okay, you can't provide horizontally here. Okay, so there are some limitation because of the architectural drawing, and you have to place the column as per the architectural requirement. Okay, and like my recommendation is always place vertically, and where you can't place vertically, place horizontally.
Yeah, that's about the orientation. And if we talk about like the distance, um, the placement, the column placement,
The column placement.
how to decide that?
Okay, the distance of the column placement you are saying about. Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah, yeah, exactly.
okay, so this distance is always placed at the grid location. Okay, so basically take maximum you can take 6 meter. Okay, 6 meter, 6 meter distance should be there. Maximum and minimum as per the like the architectural requirement you can place the column. Okay, so I have lot of drawings. Like let me open one drawing here. Okay, so 1 minute. Mm, So the placement of the column is always about the architectural requirement. Okay, and if the architecture is not giving you the all the column layout, so what you can do, you can place the column at the each corner. Okay, each corner of the wall. You can see here. So what we are doing, we are placing the column at the each corner. Okay, at the each corner, and I think this distance, you can see this distance is very huge. Okay, because we don't want any column middle of that. So this is because of the architectural requirement. Okay, so here you can see that this is the architectural requirement. So everything is as per the architectural requirement. Okay, so here you can see we have placed at 5.4. Okay, here we have placed 7.1. Okay, so here is 5.4, 5.4, 5.4. So we have placed column at the each grid. Okay, you can see this is a big audit. It's a big office. Okay, open office is there. So what we have done, we have placed the column at each grid. Like maximum take 6 meter. Okay, in the residential you can take 6 meter. So here we are placing like 5.4 at the each grid. Okay, and 1 minute. Let me give you another example. You can see we have placed a column at the every grid here. You can see this one, At the each grid, we will provide the column or wall, whichever we want to provide. Okay, and at the left area, we will provide the walls like this, vertical walls we will provide, and we will connect it with the beam. Okay, so these are the complete walls, I think. Here you can see we have provided each column at the each corner. Okay, so this is the architectural layout. Okay, and you can see we have provided the column at the each corner. Okay, okay, so do you have any other question?
No,
Huh?
no, sir.
Okay, so I think in this class, I think you had a better idea about the how to prepare the framing and how to prepare the center line in just very less time. I think I think it's a very small project, and we can cover these projects in very limited time. I think just
So,
in
can you brief about the project? What project is this?
so this one. Ju-
Yeah.
Okay, this is a G+3 building. Okay, it's a simple. I think apartment is two apartment is there. Like it's a two BHK. It's a two BHK apartment. There are two apartment. Both are each are two BHK. And there are the ground floor is there, and there are three floor, and there will be a terrace floor above that, and there will be mumty above that. Okay, and I think you can see this is a section of the building. Okay, you can see here this is the section AA and the section BB. Okay, so here you can see there are three floor, and there is a terrace floor is there. Okay, and you can see this is a terrace floor plan is there, the ground floor plan is there, first floor plan is there. Okay, so each plan is there, so we can go through the I will send you the file, or I think I can send you right here. 1 minute.
So, do mail me the will be better.
Okay, no, I can't send you here. Okay, fine. So I will send you on the mail. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it will be better.
Okay. So the like about the placing of the column, about the placing of the wall, you had a better idea after doing five projects. Okay, you will have a better idea
Mm-hmm.
after doing five projects. So you can go through the
Okay.
drawing. You can go through the like I will send you I think five projects drawings. You can go to the drawing, and you can see where we have placed the column. Suppose you don't
Mm.
want to place the column here, so what you can do, you have to increase the size of the these two column. Okay,
Okay.
because there will be a lot of load, and you have to increase the size of the beam also. Okay, so about the design, about the manual
Mm-hmm.
design of the beam, about the manual design of the column, I will take a separate class in which I will teach you everything about this. Okay, so today's class
Okay.
is about the AutoCAD only. Okay, I think you had
Okay,
a
fine.
brief idea about how you can prepare the framing and center line.
If you take like separate class for this, then it will be better for clear understanding, better understanding.
Okay, so today's class is about the AutoCAD only. I think in the today class, I think you
Okay, fine.
had a good idea
Uh,
about
can
AutoCAD.
I get the recording?
Yeah, I will send you the recording on the mail.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So, okay, thank you. Let's end the class. If everyone, okay, so
Okay.
uh, there is a question. Okay, okay, slab design. So someone is asking the question about the slab design. Okay, 1 minute. So what we will do, we will design the slab as per the short span and the longer span. So again, what I will do, I will take a separate class about the slab design, okay, and in which I will give you the Excel, and like using the Excel, you can design the slab sizes, you can design the reinforcement, what reinforcement we are requiring in the slabs, and after that class, you will have a better idea about how you can design the slabs in just in seconds. So we will check the span. Okay, it is also depend on the span. Okay, and and we will check it. You can see there is a column is missing here. So what we will do, we will place a column at this location. Okay, and now I think it's better. Okay.